Good day, everybody. I'm Greg Giambarisi, and welcome to Ask the BlueClaws. We're joined by BlueClaws team president Joe Ricciutti and BlueClaws senior vice president of ticket sales and service, Bob McLane. We know that everyone is very excited to get back to the ballpark this year, and you all have some questions about the upcoming season. We're here to answer them as best we can. These questions were submitted by fans on BlueClaws social media pages or by emailing info@blueclaws.com. And if you have any other questions that we don't cover here, feel free to reach out, info@blueclaws.com. Joe, good morning. Bob, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Greg.
So let's get started. Bob, we'll start with you. When will single game tickets go on sale?
Greg, I am happy to say that single game tickets for a pre-sale opportunity for all of our rollover accounts, all of our current 2021 buyers, as well as folks that were added to the priority list that we recently put out a few weeks ago. They will go on sale on March 30th, and a general public on sale will be on April 1st. It is the first time that we have had single game tickets on sale since the 2019 season, because we didn't quite get there last year. So it'll be a nice welcome piece for the 2021 season coming up here.
And if you would like to join the Jersey Shore BlueClaws priority list to get early access to BlueClaws single game tickets on March 30th, go to BlueClaws.com. On the homepage, you'll see a button that says JSBC priority list, and sign up there. It is free. For Joe, how will restrictions on sports gatherings affect BlueClaws ticket sales here in 2021?
I think the most impactful is going to be just limited availability. While we're blessed with a really large venue and we've got a 360-degree concourse, we've got grass berms, we've got a lot of room, MLB and the state will issue guidelines that will require us to open at a smaller percentage of our overall capacity. So, while we do have a large venue, we really do recommend, if you're going to come to a BlueClaws game, definitely get your tickets early this year, just to make sure that you get them while they're available.
And BlueClaws.com/tickets, and then single game tickets, as Bob said, will go on sale for the general public on Thursday, April 1st. Bob, we have a lot of fans, of course, that had already purchased tickets for the 2020 season, rolled them into 2021. How will they be able to use their tickets for this year?
So first and foremost on that one, I want to thank the fans for sticking with us through this whole process. Their patience, their loyalty, their understanding throughout all of it has been amazing. We do have the best fans in minor league baseball. As far as their tickets are concerned, they will be good for the 2021 season. We will reissue new tickets. So if you have any tickets laying around from the 2020 season that didn't happen, feel free to discard those. We will be reissuing new tickets for the 2021 season.
Yeah, we'll look out for that. We'll be emailing all the ticket holders many times over the course of the summer.
A lot of info to come.
What kinds of safety policies and procedures will be in place for the start of the season?
Well, both the state and MLB has issued guidelines for sporting events like ours. More certainly we'll have some mask policies in effect in accordance with both MLB and with the state guidelines. As far as socially distant seating, the seating will be arranged in socially distant pods, and Bob will talk a little bit more about that. The way we arrange lines, all of that stuff will be compliant with state and MLB issued guidelines, just to make sure that we can welcome as many fans back as we can in 2021, but do it safely. And obviously, everybody's best interests are at heart, so we want to make sure that we can welcome everybody back, but also do it in a way that is safe and in accordance with all of the state and MLB issued guidelines.
So a full list of all of the policies and procedures that will be in effect, you can find it at BlueClaws.com. Bob, we've seen people sit in pods at other sporting events that have been going on over the last few months. Are these pods in the seating bowl or elsewhere something that the BlueClaws will use?
Definitely. And as Joe mentioned, the safety of the fans is paramount for all of us here at the team. With the state and Major League Baseball regulations and guidelines, we will have pod seating. For those that don't know, a pod is simply a group of seats, maximum of 6 people together. And they will be spread not only throughout the seating bowl, but in a lot of various places throughout the ballpark to give us the, again, safest, most effective and efficient use of the ballpark, and keep people and fans in a socially distant manner throughout.
Joe, a few people asked about the grass berms, which are some of the most popular places to watch, one in right field, one in left field, to watch BlueClaws baseball. Are those berms still going to be general admission?
This season, the berms will actually be divided up into 8x8 squares, and those will be sold as pods, just like Bob had mentioned, the seating bowl. We still will have GA tickets for sure, but they just won't be on the berms. So they'll be scattered throughout the ballpark.
So that's a noted difference for you guys out there watching. If you want to sit on the berm, in the past, you could just buy any ticket and go out there. This year, you'll purchase a special berm ticket that will enable your group to sit in your own 64 square foot, 8 foot by 8 foot pod out there on the berm. It'll still be a great place to watch a ball game. Just note that when you purchase your ticket, that it'll be slightly different than it has been in years past.
Yeah, and as Bob had mentioned, we want to just thank everybody for their patience. These are policies that are going to be largely 2021 policies. We're excited to get back to, kind of a normal BlueClaws baseball experience again in 2022. But right now, again, we thank everybody for their patience. This is a 1 year set of guidelines that we'll have to implement for 2021.
Bob, how can I pick up my tickets that I purchased from last year?
So you won't actually need to pick up tickets this year in an effort to be as contactless as possible. And obviously we know that that won't necessarily work for everyone, but in an effort to do that, we are going to distribute as many tickets as possible via the online portals and account managers that we use through our ticketing system. There will be plenty of information to come about that, some video tutorials that Greg will also put together with our director of ticket operations, Garrett Herr. A lot of information to take a look at, but print and home option will still be available. You can also use PDFs on your smartphone. That will allow folks to also be able to email their tickets to their friends, family, business associates, whoever they may be getting those tickets to. It will definitely be a very efficient process, but that will be a very easy and effective way to make sure that our fans get the best use out of their tickets for the 2021 season and really beyond.
Yeah, email, otherwise transfer, text your tickets. Those of you that came to some of the movie nights or fireworks nights that we hosted during the summer of 2020, many of you brought your tickets on your phone, just brought them out, and then our ticket takers will now scan them. They'll be sitting behind plexiglass, wearing masks and gloves and all this proper safety protocols in place. So it'll be a little different, but it'll be a lot smoother, I think, for you guys. You'll be able to use mobile ticketing in a big way here in 2021. Joe, how much, this was a fan question, a couple submitted this one, how much will parking be this year?
We anticipate parking is going to still be the same $5 it has been in previous seasons.
And then for Bob, this was submitted by a longtime FlexPack patron. How will we, meaning FlexPack holders, have access to games? And then how will that be impacted by, seating capacity? How would you reserve a seat for the games?
So as with everything, as Joe mentioned a little bit earlier, availability is going to be pretty tight for this season, obviously, with the capacity restrictions that we are currently seeing. That being said, we obviously want to make sure that our Flex patrons, as well as our Thirsty Thursday package buyers, all have the ability to redeem their tickets and get the seating that they really would prefer. There will be the vast majority of that done in an online redemption, similar to the contactless ticket portal that I mentioned through our ticket provider. You will still also be able to redeem those at the box office day of game if there is availability. I highly recommend doing that as early as possible. And again, we will have more information to come on that, but online redemption will be the recommended and suggested way to do that, so that you get the availability as early as humanly possible to make sure that you get the best seats that you could possibly get.
Yeah, we understand that, for many of the FlexPack patrons and Thirsty Thursday Club members over the years, you would just bring your tickets to the box office, we're encouraging you to redeem them as early as possible, because again, with potential for limited capacities, we don't want you to come up to the stadium and then we're not able to let you in. We want you to do that and get that done as early as you can and as easy as you can. So just note, you'll still be able to exchange your tickets as you have in the past as a flex pack holder or a Thirsty Thursday Club member. You're just going to do it. We hope you do it a lot sooner. Joe, will players be signing autographs inside, outside the stadium? Is that a team thing, or will it be up to each player? How is that going to work?
Yeah, we don't anticipate the players to be signing autographs, at least for the early part of the season. Hopefully, as the season wears on, that may change. But right now, we're not anticipating players to be signing autographs.
And then for Bob, are you guys still doing giveaways like you've done in the past?
Oh, yeah. So keep an eye out on BlueClaws.com for our full promotional schedule. We'll be doing some releases hopefully soon and continuing to update that as we go, as we lock in, additional partners and get game theme nights set and all that type of good stuff. We will be having our exclusive season ticket holder gifts again for the 2021 season. Some really good ones in there, as well as a variety of gate giveaways and the like that you're used to seeing at the ballpark. More information to come, obviously, but again, as I mentioned, check out BlueClaws.com for that promotional schedule, and we're going to have some good stuff planned for the 2021 season. It's good to be back to the ballpark, so we want to celebrate.
So a couple of quick notes: BlueClaws.com/promotions. That will be your spot for the full promotional schedule. If you want a little bit more information, go in a little more depth, you can go to BlueClaws.com/theme nights, and those pages are going to be updated constantly throughout this process and into the lead up. Single game tickets, once again, will go on sale on March 30th for those that are on our priority list or existing ticket plan holders. If you want to join the priority list, which is free, just go to BlueClaws.com and you can sign up there. And then single game tickets on sale for the general public at 6 a.m. on Thursday, April 1st. And Joe, obviously, this is a very exciting time for the BlueClaws, because not only will May 4th mark the first game here in 614 days, which is hard to believe, but in 614 days, but it will also mark the debut of the Jersey Shore BlueClaws, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, we're really excited to welcome everybody back. As Greg said, it's been a long time since we've been able to open the gates and welcome everybody to a BlueClaws baseball game. So as I said, while 2021 is going to just be different, we at least get to welcome everybody back. And again, we thank you so much for your patience this season, and looking forward to seeing you all at the ballpark this year.
So you guys submitted some great questions. We hope we covered a good amount of them for you here. If you have anything else, you can email info@blueclaws.com and we'll get that question over to the right person. They'll reach out to you as best as we can. Joe, Bob, thank you so much for a few minutes. I'm sure we're going to end up doing this again as we get closer, because things are going to keep changing, hopefully for the better, as we get closer and closer to May 4th. But thank you, everybody, for a few minutes, and we hope you got something out of it. We'll see you at the ballpark on May 4th. Thanks, everybody.